Much love for Tim Allen, but when someone tells me they're about to watch the Santa Claus movie, my mind automatically goes to Santa Claus, the movie, which is one of the biggest losses in cinema history. Which I don't get because, for what it is, which is a Santa Claus movie, it's epic in proportions. Check this out. A few hundred years ago, Santa and the Missus handcrafted wooden toys for children and rode around in the snow delivering the toys every year on the anniversary of a certain Christian event I'm sure you've heard of. But it's on one such occasion that the Clauses get caught in a nor'easter or something, and the reindeer give up the ghost and the Kringles freeze to death. Merry f***ing Christmas. But it's okay because God, or the spirit of Christmas, or something resurrects the couple and sends the elves to lead them to their new home, /workshop, /stable, /kitchen, /whatever, with an all-southern exposure. And it's here that they make their home, and the elves explain to them that they make toys, but have no way to get the toys anywhere, even though they have magic dust which makes them fly without even having to think about happy thoughts. So who needs Tinkerbell? Not Santa. So Santa accepts the role of eternal magic toy giver. And before Santa's first flight, Burgess fucking Meredith comes out and is like, "You will bring joy to all the children of the world," whack, 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 except he doesn't say that. And Santa's like, "How?" And Burgess Meredith is like, "Time has no effect on you. There's time enough at last," except he didn't say that. And then Burgess is like, "I'm leaving now to go make Rocky 3, which he actually might have said. I wasn't there. Then there's a montage of the Santa mythos being established over the centuries, at which point we get to meet Patch, played all too well by Dudley Moore. You see, Patch is like the Henry Ford of elves. Over the course of the off-season, Patch convinces Santa to let him mechanize the entire toy-making process, which pisses off a lot of the other elves because they're now unemployed. All seems well until the machines mess up and an inferior product gets shipped out. Patch, disgraced, runs away to America with nothing but his ideas, his pointy shoes, and shame. But I want to pause right here to say this is what happens when you take people out of the equation. Why were the other elves immediately sidelined? Why weren't they put on quality control or machine overseeing? This is where you screwed the pooch, Patch. Anyway, in America, John Lithgow is playing the part of evil toy-making billionaire III. He makes dangerous playthings and is about to get all kinds of shut down by the government. But luckily for him, Patch shows up with the idea of lollipops that when you eat them, you fly. Patch talks Lithgow into giving the first batch away for free on Christmas in a pimped-out rocket sleigh, because screw you, Santa. Lithgow wants to follow up on the candy idea the next year, and Patch is like, "Candy canes?" And Lithgow's like, "Brilliant!" Now there's some side plot about a young boy and girl, and they act as kind of a story bridge. The important thing to know is, the boy and the girl are friends, the boy knows Santa, the girl is aware of Patch, and Santa knows everybody. Oh, and the girl is Lithgow, billionaire III's niece. Anyhow, Lithgow learns that the candy canes that Patch is making are volatile and doesn't give a shit. Niece's little friend learns about this, and he winds up getting chained to the basement. Santa gets an early letter from niece Lithgow and comes to town early to save the little boy and Patch, and I guess make a call to the FBI because they raid Lithgow Tower. But not before Mr. Billionaire III wolfs down about 10 or so candy canes and floats off into the stratosphere. That's what you get, bitch! While this goes on, Patch finds Boy and sets him loose, and after a little bit of back and forth, Patch finds out that Santa misses him and decides to go take the rocket sleigh to the North Pole. Somehow Santa catches up with him, but can't seem to close the gap because... plot. Santa and billionaire niece III notice that the candy canes in the back of the rocket sleigh are about to go supernova and stop f***ing around. Once the day is saved, they all go to the North Pole where they adopt the children, and everything is so sweet that you just got a cavity. Now, while this isn't the best Christmas movie of all time since it features neither BB guns nor Muppets, it is still one of my all-time favorites, and I watch it every year, and I will probably continue to watch it every year until I finally die. And while it's considered a theatrical flop, I can only find one fault with this movie, and it's that it shows its ass a bit too much. It's essentially the Heaven's Gate of Christmas movies. I mean, it's got everything that you want out of a Christmas movie. It's got Santa Claus, toys, children, a villain, and the whole thing's wrapped up in under 2 hours, which is a rarity these days. So do yourself a favor and track down this movie, snuggle up under a warm blanket with a hot cup of cocoa, and have yourself one merry little Christmas.
I think we should prepare the first shipments of pinewood as early as April this time, so we don't run short. Don't you agree, Santa?
Never mind that shit. Here comes Mungo!